Hey friends, alright, so your girl's on a roll of filming today, and we are talking about, well, if I could get situated, we are talking about my monthly mother truckin' favorites. Alright, I am so excited to talk about the things I'm talking about today, and I feel like you really figure out what your favorites are when you've gone away and you've, one, either missed these products, or two, could not get enough of these products, and we got a little bit of that. And I'm about to shookity shock you all when I tell you guys, guess what? I actually have a book in today's video. So before we jump into today's video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to my YouTube members for helping to support the channel each and every single month. To those of you clicking the thanks button and tipping and donating to the channel, a huge ginormous thank you to y'all as well. And for those of you that are returning and clicking that subscribe button, deciding to stick around, sharing my content over on Facebook, thank you guys bunches. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. And don't worry, I'm gonna do, I think, a get ready with me, because I was really living in the moment of the Creators and Friends event, and I'll be 100 with you guys. My expectation of myself was to vlog, and then anxiety Rhonda kicked in, and it was like live in the moment. So I didn't get as much footage as I wanted to, but I did get some. So I'm gonna do a get ready with me and talk about my experience and everything. So anyways, let's go ahead and talk about what kept me company on the plane. Now, if you guys watch Haley and I's podcast, Unconditional Hot Mess, over on Spotify or here on YouTube, I talked about my goal being reading a little bit more. And I had said, oh, I started the Jessica Simpson book or memoir, and I had actually finished the Britney Spears one. Listen, you know, I'm making strides, slowly but surely. So I haven't finished this one, but I am almost there. And I'm the type of person that, I don't know, I'm just not a huge reader. I want to be, but I'm just not. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and like fib to you guys. However, I will say Amira on the trip, I'll link her channel down below. She actually recommended the book Spare with Prince Harry. So she said, I told her all of that. I was like, I'm not a big reader, but I want to be. She's like, oh, listen to it on audio. He actually narrates it and everything. So I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to take your advice, girl. Okay, anyways, The Open Book by Jessica Simpson. You guys, it's honestly, I like books that I can understand. Not necessarily because I've been through similar experiences, but it's in a way where, and it's written in a way that it's just understandable. Like, you can visualize everything that she's talking about and that she's seeing. Much like Britney Spears' memoir. I really like when I can understand what's being, aka not large words. Like, the words that are used in these books, I can understand. So anyways, if you're on the fence about the book, if you should pick it up, I would. I thought it was a good one. Alright, so another thing that I took on the trip, because these are my absolute favorite teeth whitening strips, the Guru Nada teeth whitening strips. They're literally like $9.99 on Amazon. Same on my TikTok shop. I'm trying to think, Walmart. Walmart might be $9.97. You know how Walmart kind of changes up the prices a little bit? These are my favorite. It says a 7-day supply, 14 strips. You guys, if you want, you can literally take the strips and cut it in half. So instead of 2 strips, you could, on one thing, you could have 4. I personally will, I don't always do my bottoms. I will just constantly do my tops. I mean, how often are your tops or your bottoms even showing? I don't know, but these are great, especially if you have sensitive teeth. I'll be 100 with you guys. I've tried the teeth whitening strips from Crest. They leave my teeth in pain. Now, with these, I don't have that sensitivity issue. You can use these up to 60 minutes. I would not recommend doing that right out the gates. I would start off with trying, if you can make it up to 30 minutes, great, your first time, but I didn't know how my teeth were going to react. So I literally probably only started at like 10 minutes, and then I took the bottoms, put them on the top, made it to 20, 30, whatever. So now I can wear these 60 minutes. I don't have issues, and I highly recommend these. All right, back to things that I missed on my trip. And I told you guys I would keep you guys posted on a different essence that I was using, which was by Peach and Lily. Now, I will say I do like the Peach and Lily essence. However, I need a little bit more. All right, my skin is just dry, and with traveling, it makes it worse. And I missed my Rhode milk glaze. Is that what it's called? Glazing milk, dyslexic life, you know? I love this stuff so flippin' much. Like, I came home, I immediately started using it, and my skin was like, thank you. I'm like, oh, you're welcome, girl. I mean, I take this stuff down my neck, décolleté, everything. I even put it on my hands. It's just really, really good. I love it. I can't say that about like the peptide lippies. Like, I use those, but I don't like the grit. And I even put it in my purse and had like shoved my purse under the heat in the car, and it did like help the grit a little bit. So if you guys have the peptide lippies from Rhode and you're dealing with that grit too, and I'm a texture person, I can't handle certain feelings. So yeah, it was like a waste of freaking money, but melt it down a little bit and the grit is less intense. But this glazing milk, I can't be without it. It's just that flipping good. All right, speaking of dry everything, my eyes. The weather here, the air here is so dry, and then traveling, I probably look like a lunatic. Like, I came back home and of course my eyes are red again because of allergies. So if I look a little crazy, that's why. But my eyes were so dry, and I typically use, I think they're called Renewal or something, eye drops. I found these on Amazon, and it's called Optase Dry Eye Intense Drops. When I tell you, this is the bee's knees times whatever. This works better than, I think it's like the Extreme Renew whatever moisture drops. Oh my gosh. Like, I put these in and I'm like, I can see clearly now. Like, the haze is gone. These are amazing. I need to go ahead and get another bottle. They're definitely pricier than the Renew, but they work so much better. Like, with the Renew, I was like constantly having to reapply them or re-drop them into my eyeballs. 2 drops and maybe another 2 drops before bed with these, and I can see clearly all day. Like, okay, no lie, no fib. My eyes were getting so flippin' dry with this weather and constantly like in between heat and whatever, that I thought my vision was changing. I'm like, well, what they told me when I was 22, that like that by the time I was 40, I was going to be dealing with not only dry eyes, but I was going to have to get a revision done. No, it turns out my eyes were just so mother trucking dry that I needed really good drops, which was good because I was like, I know I'm just buying time at this point with my age, but no, turns out it was just the crazy dry air. And then of course the Lumify, which I could benefit from probably putting some in my eyeballs right now because the allergy eyes are real. Some other things that were like a saving grace. This is the Milkshake. It's a hyaluronic acid and squalene facial toner by Beekman 1802. Here's the deal. You know what they say about a hyaluronic acid? It's going to pull or take. So you really have to have a good foundation type of dealio when it comes to hydrating the skin. Well, your girl was just on a struggle bus because I didn't have this. This I have on, and then this, and then I drink a lot of water, but with traveling and everything, I just wasn't getting my water. So I just couldn't hydrate the way I needed to, but this stuff definitely helps because it's got that squalene in there. This stuff is just really good. I don't know what I would have done if I didn't at least have this on hand. It's a must. This stuff is so good. You shake it up and then you spray it and you see how it goes together. Yeah, it's really good. This saved my skin when we were out west. Some new things. This is actually brand flippin' new. I bought it a while back and it sat in my bin of stuff I need to try out, but then I go through phases and whatever. This is the Rare Beauty Nearly Neutral Cream Blush. I have it on today, and it's just a really nice cream blush, easy to apply, and you see it's just barely there, but she's so nice and she builds up really nice. She's just a really good blush, and I don't know if I've placed that order yet as of right this second when I'm filming this. Hopefully I've already did it, but I need to place a second Sephora order, and I have those blushes in there. And I was asking you guys on my first Sephora haul unboxing, do you guys recommend the brand new blushers from Rare Beauty? It's kind of like a shimmer thing. Let me just like segue into why I'm asking that. Okay, so I took, no surprise, my OFRA loves on this trip. These blushers, these midi palettes. So it's the Cotton Candy Skies palette and the Sunset Dreams. So here's the thing. I noticed that the Rare Beauty blusher that I have in my cart currently kind of reminds me of the Radiant here in my Sunset Dream palette. So I'm kind of like, do I really need that Rare Beauty blush when I've got this beauty? I wore this so much on the trip. It's just like this beautiful blush topper. And I used, what I do, I love these cream blushers. So in the Cotton Candy Skies palette, I was using this. And then I would ombre my cheeks with the Sunset palette as well, the Sunset Dreams. And then, I mean, again, you've got this beauty, which is in Sugar Rush. And I'm like, do I really need the new Rare Beauty when I literally have it right here in my OFRA palettes? You know, I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't know. It's in my cart, but the more I played with the center shades in these palettes, the more I was like, I don't think you need them, girl. Yeah. Look at me. That's good. That means I just took like $26 and I can put it towards something else in my Sephora cart. I know, girl math. Anyways, yeah, so if you guys are wanting maybe, I don't know, you know what, maybe for science, I should pick up the Rare Beauty new blushers and compare them. Maybe I'll do that for you guys, okay? Anyways, if you want to pick these up, I don't think they're currently on sale, but if you use code HOTMESS, thank you. It's an affiliate code and it'll save you guys 20%. So it's a win-win there again. But yeah, I can't get enough of these blushers. And like I said, I was using, I mean, you guys can see the center shade. I was using that with that and topping it, and I love it. And then I would mix the two powders together. I am such a mixer, y'all. Like, I love to mix and kind of create my own colors when it comes to blushers. So these are just really great midi palettes to have. I love, love, love the formula. So, and then of course I did take, see, I haven't unpacked my stuff just yet, but for this I did because I love them. Of course, I created this, so obviously I love them. But this was only eyeshadows. I'm fibbing. I did take another OFRA palette, the latest one. It was this one. The Signature Palette Self Love. I did take that, and I did use some of these shades with my Unconditional palette, which you can get this at Ulta online, Ulta Beauty. Or you can save 20% over at OFRA, whatever you want to do. Either way, thank you guys if you do purchase it at Ulta. And thank you guys for the reviews. You guys have given it a 5-star over there at Ulta Beauty. So thank you guys bunches. But yeah, I was also using that together and creating looks for our formal night that we did there. And yeah, I used these two palettes together. But I gotta put everything back into my makeup bag because I'm gonna do a makeup unboxing. Not a makeup unboxing, but like what I took on my trip. You know what I'm saying? All right, so my hair shots. Now I did take this girl on the trip. I had to unpack her and I had to use her some more. These hair shots by Amy, they are delicious. This one is in Cupcake, and I'm not gonna lie, Cupcake is my favorite scent. So if you're like me and you don't wash your hair every single day, it's always good for me. I feel like to use a little perfume. Like, yeah, you can use your dry shampoo and that has a little scent, but these are like heat activated scents too. So you can always refresh your hair like every night and every morning. And then if you're out in the sun or something, it like heat activates and the scent starts going off again. Now, my 18-year-old loves the apple pear. I love Cupcake. I've got the cotton candy one. That one, it smells good, but Cupcake is just my favorite. It's like a true yummy, delicious buttercream cupcake. I love sweets. But anyways, yeah. Hair shots by Amy. Highly recommend. I got these off of Amazon. So if I don't have it linked in my Amazon storefront, I definitely will. All right, today I have this on and I'm like kicking myself for not taking this foundation on my trip. I took my Chanel, which I really love. It's a very much natural foundation, but the hydration that I get from this primer, and then the beautiful skin-like coverage I get from this foundation, I'm like, Rhonda, I didn't know my skin was going to be so dry. But anyhow, the Luminous Airbrush Spray, it's a hydrating primer. If you have mature skin, if you have dry as sin skin, you need this. Does it cover your pores? No, it doesn't. But I got something that is going to help you with that. So this gives my skin that beautiful hydration. It makes me so flippin' happy. And like I said, I'm kicking myself for not taking this because Lord, your girl could have used that. And then I have it on again today, the Luminous Airbrush Spray Silk Foundation. It's a satin finish. It is very much buildable. I have Light Tan 090. Match made in heaven. I love this. I can't get enough of it. It's a yes for me. And like I was talking about, helping with the pores, I don't have a pore filler primer on at all. This is the only primer I have on. This is coming with me yet again for a favorites video. The Believe Beauty. This is in light medium. It's a loose powder. You guys, it doesn't make me look dry and cakey. Granted, I don't put this under my eyes. Under my eyes today, I have the Kosas Cloud Set powder in the shade Airy. It's like super bright, but this is literally from your Dollar General, guys. It's like $5. I need to pick up more. This is amazing. I love that it has a tint to it. It might be too dark underneath my eyes. I've not tried it because I don't want to dry out my under eyes, so that's why I use powders like this under my eyes, because it won't dry them out. But you guys, for $5 flipping dollars, what is wrong? I don't know. Another one of my personalities are trying to sneak out there. This is a flip yes. This is taking the place of my one size powder, guys. And I'm going to tell you straight facts. I took my one size powder with me to help with my pores, and I looked so dry. So dry. Like, I was putting all the setting spray on, but my skin was just struggling. Like, luckily I had, and I meant to bring it in, I bought the big tub of my Tatcha Dewy cream in my last Sephora style. Luckily I had a little travel size that I had picked up from like Ipsy shopping, and I put that on, and finally the day before the trip was over, my skin finally started getting its hydration back. That Tatcha Dewy moisturizer is, again, the bee's knees. That was a saving grace for me because, like I said, my skin was going through it. And I really wish I had brought this powder versus my one size powder, because I have this powder on today and it's just, it's amazing. Alright, and then the last thing I'm going to talk about in my favorites is my Hotmess Momma of 4 palette that I did in 2022. It was part of the, or that I did with what other influencers. It was Project Influencer 2022. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I have this on today on my brows, because again, I haven't unpacked anything, and I told you guys when I put my favorites together with OFRA, that was one of the reasons why I chose this color, because not only can you contour with it, can you use it on your eyes or what have you, but you can also do your brows with it, which is what I typically do. So that's what I did today, and honestly, I really like the way my brows look. I feel like for the first time they're symmetrical, and typically when I use a pencil, they're never symmetrical. So anyways, yeah, those are my favorites for the month. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys bunches for watching. I will link everything I can down below. My palette with OFRA, the Project Influencer 2022, that's actually still available, but I do believe you have to either type in Hotmess Momma of 4 on the website. What I'll do is I'll have it linked for you guys so you don't have to like dig around on the website for it. But yeah, I still love it. These are all shades that were already part of OFRA's collections that are my favorites. But if you want brand new shades that OFRA did not currently have that I created, that's the Unconditional palette. This is my baby right here, which is so cool to say. Like, I know it's been like almost a year since I came out with it, but I'm still like, ah! Okay, anyways, just go ahead, you know, pick them up if you want. Anyways, y'all, that is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, thank you big bunches. I appreciate it. Helps the algorithm out. Anyways, leave me a comment. Have you tried any of these products? And you guys have got to try this product right here. I picked it up off a TikTok shop, and I thought I was going to blow through it pretty quick. There's a good amount in here, and you don't need a ton of it. And it actually came with the brush. So if you have dry skin but you have mature skin and you want to look like you still have skin and not cakey, I will be getting backup. I know this has now beat out my Chanel, which my bank account is thanking me because we all know how expensive Chanel is. So pick up your Luminous. You're welcome. Alright, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check me out on my other channels, Hotmess Momma Vlogs. For Curvy Girl fashion hauls over there, Hotmess in the house. Of course, Haley and I have Unconditional Hotmess podcast. I'm on TikTok and Instagram at Hotmess Momma. And until next time, as always, kisses from Kentucky. Mwah! Bye!